Today we are going to be shooting about the VFC MP7 GBB. It's a gas gun, so it has recoil. It has recoil, which means it kicks your shoulder and it's awesome. You've definitely seen the MP7 in a lot of games. CSGO, Half-Life, Rainbow Six Siege and, of course, Escape from Tarkov. In Escape from Tarkov it's meta, it's high speed, it has large magazines and, most importantly, it's cheap. You can buy this gun cheaper than an AKM, which of course is very stupid. In reality it would be the opposite, but as we know, Tarkov is the most realistic game. I am, as you can see from Tarkov myself, sitting in the basement of a proper, so I can attest to that. Let's fire. Just like in Tarkov, a airsoft MP7 doesn't need much tuning. For example, I have a VFC silencer in which I put a muzzle flash tracer inside. When I shoot in the dark, you can see the flash, like a real shot. It's very cool and very stylish. You can put a red dot on the top, buy or print on 3D printer slide rails, put a flashlight there, or like in Tarkov, remove the front side and put the PQ-15 there. As you can see, MP7 can be tuned quite well. Unfortunately, VFC doesn't have small 20 or 30 rounds magazines. They're only large 40 rounds magazines. On the one hand, this is good, because such magazines are more efficient, you need less of them, they hold more BBs, they are light. But on the other hand, I would like more variety in its tuning. I think many collectors would be to have such a magazine. The first thing which you feel when you take it out of the box is how fucking light it is. Блять, 1.5 kg, it's small and very light. I haven't held many airsoft weapons, but compared to the same AEG MP5 that weighs 3 kilograms, it feels very light. I can just hold it in my outstretched hand, hold it for a long time and it doesn't feel much. The second thing is that it's compact, but not how your piska. You won't be kidding with it, since everyone has small pistols, and this thing still feels like something strong and powerful. Although the MP7 is also very popular in airsoft. It's also very beautiful. The only thing is it comes with a non-steel DTK to begin with. I have a steel one now, but it comes with a silencer. You will have a black one.
Oh nein, es ist Cola.
Es gibt ein Haus in Neu-Berlin, man nennt es Haus Abendrot. Es war der Ruin wieder gut.
Ich trinke nur Fanta.
mir, mein Gott, litt ich Not.
There is not a lot of steel in there. It's all plastic. That's why it's so light. All steel is inside, in internal parts, and it is not even clear where to look for it on the outside. The most of the external parts are plastic or alloy. The screws are steel. What's cool is that you have all the adjustments at your fingertips. The only thing it doesn't have at your fingertips is the cooking handle with the stock and the hop-up adjustment. You have the hop-up adjustment with the part on the front. This allows you to adjust it very quickly. It's very convenient. The MP7 itself is very versatile because in addition to the quick hop-up adjustment, it has an NPAS system inside that allows you to customize the FPS rate. But I use it in CQB and it ordinarily have FPS that suited me, so I didn't use the NPAS. In terms of disassembly, it is very simple. The hardest part is to remove the two rear pins. By the way, they will wear out over time and may fall out during the game, so it's better to buy a couple more pins right away. Next, you take out all the innards and the incomplete disassembly is ready. This is your receiver rear cover or backplate with the cooking handle. The spring, the bolt is big, it weighs 237 grams. That's pretty good. You can compare it to the MP7 itself, how big it is. It takes up half of its entire body. Considering the MP7 is lightweight, and without everything inside, it weighs 800 grams. That gives it a good amount of recoil.
Geh zurück nach Neu-Berlin, ein Getriebener von meiner Not. Den Rest meiner Tage bleib ich dort bei den Hausabend.
The first thing that breaks is the receiver rear cover. The rear cover breaks at about 8 to 10,000 rounds, because they are made of plastic. They crack, they tear the butt off. Also two parts made of zinc also break. My left one actually broke. Interestingly enough, it didn't affect its performance at all. I didn't even know it. It broke in two parts and I just removed one of the parts. The stock locks in place perfectly, so whatever. The receiver rear cover broke at about 8,000 rounds too. I quietly bought a new one from VFC. Yes, you can buy all parts from them directly. Just email them and follow the instructions. I have bought parts from them more than once. Shipping is about a month, but you are independent of the stores and that's a big plus. The part itself is very easy to fix. You unscrew the pin, take out the insides and change the back plate. The second part that kept breaking was the magazine plate. That's why I have them all taped up now. The plate is made of plastic and is thick on the bottom, but very thin on the sides, and the first time you drop it, it отъебнет нахуй. The spring will pop out, the BBs will fly out. I've had about 4 of them break. It's a full shit. You've got cool magazines and such a stupid part. VFC M4 magazines are very reliable, but you have to be very careful with MP7 magazines. I suggest getting yourself some of these parts right away just in case. Also order yourself some lips. They can break too, but that's normal. Another disadvantage is that you cannot disassemble it further. To take it apart further, you have to remove the little screws here. Little screws here, pull out the trigger. Carefully pull out the insides, which can be difficult for a beginner. It's difficult for me. It breaks, I can't fix it myself. The next one's a total пиздец. You pull out an iron casing. There is a bunch of little screws inside. It's all gonna come apart. You could lose them. It's as complicated a design as you can get if you want to fix it. I don't know how to the real MP7 disassembles. Maybe it's easier. I think it's easier, but this is fucked up. The good news is nothing gonna break down in there. Even though it has a small barrel, it's very accurate. It's very effective in CQB. I've shot 0.25s and 0.20s BBs. I think it can easily handle even heavier BBs. Inside I think it's all steel. I haven't broke a thing in a year, so I don't think you'll need to take it apart. Another problem is that on this magazine it doesn't shoot full auto. I don't know if it has something to do with MP7 itself or the magazine, but it's like it goes into a bolt, hold and stops firing. As for firing in the hold, the magazines hold enough gas. I've had them shoot all the bullets off. I use a red gas instead of green gas, but it works fine. The only problem was the MP7 would freeze from the inside out. In both hot weather and cold weather it can freeze. On a regular CQB this rarely happens, but if you just like to shoot a lot, the MP7 can freeze. But you just keep it in warm place and you'll be the beast. It will keep shooting.